All right, let's take a look at this first oil change. You're going to need 4 quarts of oil indicator, so you'll know when you've got your 3 and you're only using 0.6 of this 4th one, so you don't overload your oil. And then of course you got your can and filter as an awesome replacement. And then the 2 tools you're going to need, just 2 very simple, a 12 millimeter wrench and a oil filter wrench. And this particular one I'm using a 2 3/8 to 2 5/8 inch oil filter wrench, and that's going to wrap around the oil filter nicely. Alright, so take a look under here and you can see the oil bolt. We're going to take that out, and what we want to do is loosen that first. And I'm looking at this from the left side of the bike, and now I'm going to go around over here to the right side of the bike, and you can see up in here is the oil filter right up in there. And so my recommendation, because this is so close to the exhaust, you're going to want to do 2 things. One, you want to break the seal on the oil bolt that I showed you, that's on that side. And then you're going to want to break the seal on this oil filter. Now the oil filter is in there, it's really difficult to pull it out, to loosen it. So don't jab a screwdriver in there, you'll just tear it up. What you're going to want to do is use that wrench and pop it loose. Once you've got it loose, tighten it back on. Make sure your oil drain bolt is tightened back on. And then you're going to want to fire up your bike for a good 5 minutes or so. Let it get nice and hot, and then you can start the oil drain process. Now here on the right hand side is your oil fill section. You're going to want to loosen that up a little bit too, and then tighten it back up. That way all your parts are nice and loose when the bike is nice and hot. Drop your oil pan down here, and then you'll be good to go. Alright, so I got the engine nice and warmed up. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this cap up here. Leave that on there. And then I'll go ahead and go down here, and I'm going to loosen the oil bolt. It's really hot down here next to that exhaust. There you go. Nice and dirty. And what's nice about this is that the oil's already got a slant in it, so it's going to drain out to the left side of your bike real nicely. So I'll let that drain out, and then what I want to do is take that out of there, let the oil finish draining, and then I'll come back. Alright, looks like most of the oil's drained out, so now all I got to do is reach under here, and like I said, if you loosened your oil filter up already, you're good to reach under with your hand and unscrew it very nicely. It's a pretty long threading that's in there, so it takes a good number of turns. There we go. And we got that out. Let it finish draining off. Alright, so you can see it's still a little minor drip, but here's the new filter, nice K&N. It's got a bolt on the bottom, which makes it real nice and easy to take it off. Now I've got an oil all around this rim right here. Done that real nicely, lubricated it up. I'm going to screw this up in there. I'm going to put the bolt back underneath, and then we'll start loading up the fresh oil. Alright, wraps it up, but I think the last couple of pointers I want to call out is that when you're filling up your oil, this right here should not be screwed all the way in, when you're checking the oil level. It says just to put it in place. So don't screw it all the way in when you're checking the oil level. Number two, bring your bike up so that it's level and that it's flat when you're checking the oil level. If you're tilting it over like that, the oil's going over to the other side. So make sure your bike's standing up straight and that you don't screw that cap in, and you'll be able to check your oil level. I used exactly 3.6 quarts on mine, so you should be good from here.